The sort function in Excel does exactly what it sounds like. It allows you to take any data set that you're looking at and run a sort on it. And if you've been using sort for decades at this point, that may sound a little strange. But what's really helpful here is that basically any data set that you're working on and reporting on can then be dynamically sorted through the function. So let's take a look at the basics here. If you have a table like this one and you decide to run the sort function on it, you are going to put in first the array of cells to be sorted, then secondly, which index number for which column do we want to sort by, and then thirdly, what order, whether it's ascending or descending. There is a fourth argument that is very rarely used, which is to switch it from sorting by rows instead of by columns. Generally speaking, I don't ever use this in any scenario, so I just avoid that altogether. Now, for example, if we highlighted all the cells from the customer column all the way across to the cost column, and we said go to column 2, that would be the second column in that data set, and then said please sort it in sort order 1. So there's two options, that's 1 and -1. 1 goes A to Z, or smallest to largest, and -1 goes largest to smallest, or Z to A. Now, to take this to the next level, you can also use an array of options in the sorting. So for example, if we were to highlight from customer through cost, and we put into curly braces the numbers 2 and then 3, what we'd be doing is telling the sort function first sort by the second column, and then after you sort by the second column, also sort by the third column. And then further, you can put into curly braces the sort order for the two of them. So each one matches its partner. So the first entry inside the curly braces of 1 matches up with the 2. So we are sorting in A to Z order by product. And for the third column, the cost column, we're sorting in Z to A order, or biggest to smallest. So as you can see, it's still Accruex, then Ballyhoo, then Cloudburst. So we're going A, B, C. But if you notice, under Accruex, it goes 1750, 1750, and then 1650. So it's going from largest to smallest under the category of Accruex. Let's see this with a real data set now. If I go over here to cell J6, and I go to the Formulas tab at the top of the screen and use Lookup and Reference, you'll see that the sort function is in alphabetical order right after RTD. So I click on that, and the first part is easy. What is the array of cells that you would like to return? And again, here, everybody, if you have done any other functions, you could put that into the array, and then the result of your other function could be sorted. But here we'll just highlight from cell C6 down and across to cell 1405. And as we can see here, sort index, let's say that we want to sort by region, for example. So that is the third column out of that data set, so I type in a 3. And then secondly, do we want this in A to Z or Z to A order? Let's put it in Z to A order just to do something fun here. So we'll do a little -1 right there. And when we click OK, if you notice, the customer region of Western North America is on top. Now, if we went back to that original function and we replaced the -1 with a +1, then the customer region of Asia would be on top. Now let's go back into that cell right there and let's try out the array arguments. So the first part, let's say that we would like to sort first by customer type and then by lifetime sales. So we put in the curly brace, which is a shift and then the key that's next to the P on the keyboard. And we want to sort first by the second column, the customer type column. So I put in a 2. And then after the comma, we want to sort by the fifth column. So we put in a 5 there. And we close the curly braces. Then after the comma, we want two separate sort orders. So again, we put in the curly braces. And let's say we want to sort the customer type by a sort order of 1, meaning that the A or the first entry comes first, the lowest entry comes first. But then after a comma, the other one will sort lifetime sales in descending order, meaning the largest values come to the top. So that's -1. And I close the curly braces and I close the parentheses. And when I hit enter, sure enough, the customer type of enterprise, which comes first in alphabetical order, gets sorted to the top, and we see that lifetime sales is sorted in descending order.